channel, Browning's Life in the Philippines. This morning we're going to DAGUPAN, Pangasinan. The immigration will be working on my permanent residency visa. Currently I have a probation residency visa good for a year. It's coming up now. So I've met all the requirements. We're going to DAGUPAN. Come follow us on our journey. Good morning. Welcome to my channel, Browning's Life in the Philippines. I'm doing this video up today on my balcony so you get a nice view of the mountains behind us. Baguio is right back over there. It's a nice day. People are starting to do the harvest for mangoes, so you might hear some tractors in the background. Today I wanted to talk to you about my immigration status. I've been living here for 12 years now, and I know I should already have my immigration taken care of, but the reason I don't is because I've been working with them 12 years. So whether I've been working in Afghanistan, Kuwait, Japan, I'll come here for 2 weeks, go back to work for 6 months, come back for 2 weeks. So really, you can't do it that way. You have to be here like a year straight. So once I retired last November, I came in from Afghanistan and I got a regular 30-day visa, which they'll give you. They'll stamp your passport for 30 days. At that time, I'll go to immigration and purchase 2 months. Purchase a 2-month visa. Within that 2 months, then you start the process of getting your immigration card, your I-card. The part of the process of that is first you want to go to NBI, National Bureau of Investigation. It's the Philippines NBI. So they're going to investigate you. take your fingerprints, and make sure that you're a pretty good guy, that you've gotten into no trouble in the Philippines while you've been here. So you'll do that. Once that comes back, then you'll go through an interview in immigration. Your wife will go through an interview in immigration. You fill out some paperwork, and it's not too much. Once you go through the interview, then they give you what they call a probation card. And you have a card you can carry around with you. You don't have to carry your passport or anything. That card is good for 1 year. That says you don't have to leave the country for 1 year. And once that 1 year comes up, then you haven't gotten in any kind of trouble or anything, then you're going to get your regular I-card, your permanent residency in the Philippines. So when you do that, you go back to immigration, and then you're going to have to go to NBI again, which the second time you go to NBI, it's a lot quicker. The process it's like a 5-minute process. They just check your fingerprints again. They give you a piece of paper to tell you to come back in 15 working days, which is about 21 days. So I did that. I've got about 19 days left, and I'll go back and get my NBI clearance, take it to immigration. At that time, I'll get my I-card. That should be good for 1 year. So once you get and it makes you a permanent resident of the Philippines. But once you get that, you don't ever have to leave. And with the pandemic going on, when tickets sometimes could be quite expensive, and to leave, go to different places, Thailand, Hong Kong, or the States, or wherever, to come back and get another 1 year visa. And you're going to have to bring your wife too, because you're coming back on a bullet buying visa. And we really didn't want that. We wanted the option of, if we want to go somewhere, then we could go somewhere. But if we didn't want to, we didn't have to. And so that's why this visa fits me. There are a lot of other visas that you could get. If your wife isn't a Filipino, because say that you guys went to the States and she's got a U.S. passport now, then there's visas that you could get. There's retirement visas, and there's a lot of ones that you could check out, or you could just purchase a visa through immigration. So there's a lot of them to check out, but that's where I'm at on my status. So when you're traveling to immigration, make sure that you Google search, find out where immigration is in your area. For me, the DAGUPAN, Philippines in Pangasinan is the closest, because I live in Rubio, Pangasinan. I just can't go to Baguio or other places. I have to go to the place in my area. And it's also important, very important, to make sure that you follow the dress code. If you have short pants on, sandals, flip-flops, tank top, they're going to reject you. You're not going to be able to go inside and go through the process. So make sure that you follow the requirements: long pants, a regular shirt, and closed shoes, whether it's tennis shoes or regular shoes, but no open-toed flip-flops. At the end of this video, we're going to have some links for all the requirements for your convenience. So once again, please like and subscribe.